Good morning, Don in London, May 19th, 2009, and my video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My substance, alcohol; my behaviour, trying to be whatever you wanted me to be. Perfect, never so, and striving to please the world in order that I could find my place in it. And I never realised I could actually make my own choices about my life and what it could be, because I had no sense of self, I guess, for a long, long time. But just gradually, on a day-to-day basis now, I get my identity back and make something of what is, instead of what might be or what you want me to be. So addiction, yes, taking the edge off, it finally got me in the end. And if we go too far, we can't go back. This is all I've learned as I've gone along. So what are my videos really about? Well, it's sharing a message of experience, strength and hope about what keeps me sober on a daily basis. And what helps me most make life work is sobriety. And my way of looking after my sobriety and being helpful to others is to be part of a fellowship, and that fellowship is Alcoholics Anonymous. We are all unique, authentic beings, and although the fellowship has one similarity, which I'll share in the preamble in just a moment, we go into an AA fellowship and become ourselves, unique, authentic people, and we leave every day when we've been to a meeting, or however many we go to, simply unique, authentic beings getting on with life as it can be in just one day. So that's my preamble, if you like, and the fellowship preamble, the AA fellowship. I don't speak for it, cannot. If it has unique, authentic people in it, they are able and capable, as time goes by, to make their own judgment about what is good for them. So I can only speak for myself, and that's just right. I would not want to speak for AA. It's just a collection of people meeting on a daily basis with a very simple structure where everybody has equal rights to be there. And the preamble, which is shared at every meeting, goes like this. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And again, in that last sentence there, it's about a primary purpose to stay sober. And if we can do that, we can make the rest of life work. But when we go back for some more research or convincing that maybe drink can be taken, the absolute truth is we find very quickly that no amount will take the edge off again. All we get is oblivion and a sense of not enjoying and not liking life too much, because having taken the edge off so successfully for so many years and then found reality quite attractive in the end of all of this, taking another drink would actually take the edge off more and stop our, I suppose, spiritual, emotional and physical well-being. And that's the key on a daily basis for me, understanding what is spiritual, which is to cope with reality, know what my emotional state is, be it up or down, and my physical as best I can get with what is currently a part of a long program of long-term illness, and that's type 1 diabetes, a gift of recovery, and also understanding where I am with clinical depression. And at the moment, having had 4 months of sort of abject horror of the desolation of depression again, I'm coming out of it, and that's a gift of professional help as much as anything. And we all find our way to get professional help if we need it, or we don't have the need for it and we go along on our own. So some of us can, some of us can't, but it's knowing the difference which makes it all work for me today. And here on YouTube I share from the daily reflections, a one page each day, giving us an insight into what we can reflect upon and keep our sobriety going in the right direction. So 1 page a day, there are 12 months and there are 12 action steps to take in the program of recovery, AA's 12 steps. So step 5 for May is all about sharing our fearless moral inventory with another person and God, or good conscience, depending on your belief system. And a strong recommendation is that you understand your own belief system. If you believe in God, that's all to the good. If you believe in good conscience, that's all to the good. And I know that we can all oscillate between atheist, agnostic and firm God believer on any given day, given our life experience and circumstances. So sometimes we may believe in a higher power which is God related, but it's not necessarily religious related. It's what you believe for yourself. And as I have said before, there are 6.5 to 7 billion people on the planet. They will have an understanding of their own spiritual, the reality in which we live. So May 19th, it says here, giving without strings. And he well knows that his own life has been made richer as an extra dividend of giving to another without any demand for a return. And that comes from As Bill Sees It, page 69. The concept of giving without strings was hard to understand when I first came into the programme. I was suspicious when others wanted to help me. I thought, what do they want in return? But I soon learned the joy of helping another alcoholic, and I understood where they were, there for me in the beginning. My attitudes changed, and I wanted to help others. Sometimes I became anxious, as I wanted them to know the joys of sobriety, that life can be beautiful. When my life is full of a loving God, of my understanding, and I give that love to my fellow alcoholic, I feel a special richness that is hard to explain. And whether we believe in God or good conscience, it's how we feel about sharing a message of experience, strength and hope. It's part of doing something useful, contributing to family, community and society, because if we are sober, then the rest of life can follow. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. All I've known in recovery is more hard work. And that's good, because it means I'm useful, not only to myself but to people around me. So the sharing of the message is crucial, really, that we can live without taking the edge off, and we can cope with reality a little bit better each day as we learn some more wisdom. But we can be overwhelmed, and when that happens, we not only need fellowship, but we probably need any family we may have around, community in particular, and society, and to work with it rather than work against it. So coming on to As Bill Sees It, this one, as many pages as you like, any particular day, but here on page 106 it talks about perfect humility, and that's not humbleness, it's humility, equality in my case, I think. For myself, I try to seek out the truest definition of humility that I can. This will not be the perfect definition, because I shall always be imperfect. At this writing I would choose one like this. Absolute humility would consist of a state of complete freedom from myself, freedom from all the claims that my defects of character now lay so heavily upon me. Perfect humility would be a full willingness in all times and places to find and to do the will of God, or good conscience in my case. When I meditate upon such a vision, I need not be dismayed because I shall never attain it, nor need I swell the presumption that one of these days its virtues shall be all mine. I only need to dwell on the vision itself, letting it grow and evermore fill my heart. This done, I can compare it with my last taken personal inventory. Then I get a sane and healthy idea of where I stand on the highway to humility. I see that my journey toward God has scarce begun, or good conscience. As I thus get down to my right size and stature, my self-concern and self-importance become amusing, and that's so true, because we are part of a greater good, if you like, a good conscience, and wherever it came from, whether it was from nature or nurture, whether it was there from nature and providence that we became, we just became who we are. It's who we are today, and living in the moment, which counts above all. And it's Chelsea Flower Show today. It's just started raining again. Sunshine on rain. Yes. It's going to be an interesting week. All I can say at the moment is the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's just for one day, and hopefully, and with a bit of good fortune, I'll be back tomorrow.